As reported earlier, if things go as originally scheduled, the bus carrying our citizens will arrive shortly at Atlanta International Airport for departure. For now, that original plan has completely fallen through. Reports say the mood on the ground is largely one of frustration and disappointment. Let's now go live to our correspondent on the scene. Our correspondent, Kang Young-gu, is at the airport where our citizens are set to depart. First, tell us what the atmosphere is like there. Yes, I'm at Atlanta International Airport in the US. If everything had gone according to the original schedule, in about 2 to 3 hours, a bus carrying around 300 Korean detainees, along with a small number of Japanese and Chinese nationals, would have arrived at this airport. However, that plan has now fallen through. Only the charter flight that has already departed from Korea is on its way to Atlanta International Airport. But even when it arrives, there will be no passengers here to board. At this time, they should have already been released from the detention center. What is the current situation of our citizens who are still being held? We are not able to see the detained citizens directly. However, we have been informed that, with the release being delayed, they are likely experiencing a very anxious and unsettled state. Around the detention center, not only our domestic press, but also US networks such as NBC and CBS were waiting. However, they ultimately turned back. The bus is expected to transport the detainees are nowhere to be seen, suggesting the departure plan had already collapsed even before the Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced it. What we're most curious about now is why the delay happened so suddenly. Is it to ensure re-entry without disadvantage, and how is the situation being analyzed locally? That point seems to be the most likely explanation. It appears that coordination between Korea and the US was insufficient regarding whether any disadvantages related to the release could be avoided. The US intended to apply disadvantages based on visa type and length of illegal stay, while Korea's policy was to ensure no disadvantages would be imposed at all. The differing statements between Korean and US officials over whether it would be a voluntary departure or a deportation also clearly highlight the lack of coordination between the two countries. Kang Young-gu reporting from Atlanta International Airport for MBN News.